Hi girls, how are you? Happy Saturday. I hope you are having an amazing day and are spending time in the beautiful sunshine. Let's see if you guys can pop on here, give me a couple minutes of your time. I want to talk to you guys about a really important topic that I've seen come up numerous times just post convention, because I know that they had a panel at convention about working from home, like stay at home moms and working your business. And it was a full panel, which was awesome, of moms who are stay at home moms but are building a really successful business as Black status. And I have seen time and time again, can you build a Black status team while working a full-time job, while working a part-time job, while working outside of the home and being a mom? And I'm here to tell you, yes, you can do it. You absolutely 100% can be successful in this business and be extremely successful in this business while still working outside of the home and working part-time and full-time and being a mom and all of the other responsibilities. I guarantee you can be successful if you are intentional. So, hey Hannah, hey Ricky, hey Sandra. Thank you guys for popping on. Hey Courtney, hey Krista. Okay, so I'm going to just jump right into it because I definitely want to, value your time and not take a lot out of your Saturday. But Cole is sleeping, yay. So I wanted to pop on here while it was fresh in my mind and my wheels are turning. So that way I can share with you guys kind of what I feel like is really important to be, in order to be successful and run a successful business while also working. So for those of you that don't know, and I'm going to introduce myself and I know you guys all know me, but just because I plan on sharing this video with other teams who may not know me very well. So my name is Chelsea Boyd and I'm a Black status presenter. I wanted to talk to you guys today about how to build a successful Black status business within Younique, or, within direct sales in general, while still working full-time, part-time, and being a mom, because responsibility is crazy huge. The more things and responsibilities that you have outside of this business, right? And with more responsibility comes more time. More of your time is being pulled in different directions, and it can be sometimes hard to determine which way to go first. So what I want to say is that you need to be super intentional with your time. If you only have 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, whatever it is, I don't care how much time you have. I don't know how much time you have because everybody's jobs and responsibilities are different. But whether you are that person that has 5 minutes or you're that person that has 8 hours a day to work on their business, you need to be super intentional with that time. And I actually feel like working a full-time job outside of my business is an asset to me. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I'm the kind of person that I feel like if I did not have a full-time job or a responsibility outside of this business, I would be not intentional with my time. I think that if I purely worked my Younique business and only my business, that I would be, waking up at 11 and drinking a cup of coffee and then deciding that I wasn't going to work and I was going to go to Target. And then before you know it, it's 8 o'clock and I'm haven't done anything for my business. So I feel like working full time outside of my Younique business, hey Steph, has been an asset to me in my success. And it might be different for other people, but I can only speak on what I know. And that's because I have been, by force, super intentional about the time that I have available. I utilize my calendar on my phone with everything. So if I have to follow up with a customer, it goes on my calendar. If I have a team meetup, it goes on my calendar. If I'm going to plan to go live at a certain time, it goes on my calendar. If I have a one-on-one training, it goes on my calendar. If I'm doing a party, again, it goes on my calendar. You guys get to the point. Everything goes on my calendar because, again, I'm super intentional of my time, and I don't take my responsibilities lightly. So if someone has asked me to pencil out that time for them, I show up. And I will put it on my calendar, and I will show up because I was intentional with penciling out that time for them. So I utilize my calendar all of the time. And I utilize every single minute of my day that I have available to work on my business, and I'm consistent with that. On my lunch breaks, I eat alone. I don't eat around people, and the reason why is because I can eat and work on my phone at the same time. And if I was eating with other people in a break room or whatever, I wouldn't be able to work my business. So you need to know the things that you can say no to in your life in order to open up your time. So being really focused on your priorities, and eating with a whole bunch of people over eating alone and listening to a training video, or eating alone and working on content creation, is more important to me than eating with a whole bunch of my coworkers. So that is tip number 1, so to speak. Tip number 2 is a to-do list. So I can't remember a time in my business that I did not have an active to-do list. And that could be things for my personal business, or that could be things for my team, content creation, developing our team website, doing training videos. But I always have a running to-do list, and as I am definitely like one of those pen and paper girls that loves to cross something off of her to-do list. So I love crossing things off and adding things as I get things done. So to-do lists to me are not overwhelming. It actually helps my crazy brain stay focused on actually doing things that are going to be income producing for my business. And I will definitely look at your comments and questions afterwards. I just want to stay, again, focused, because I have squirrel brain. Squirrels. Okay. So another thing that I have developed since actually just this year is I have been really intentional about the training that I am consuming. So I found myself a mentor who I feel like aligns with my mission and my purpose and my vision. And for me, that was Bob Heilig. So I have been investing in his mentorship and his training, and that has helped me focus on one system of training and the rest of the time on action. So if you are someone who has very, very little time, be intentional about the training that you are consuming, because it is really, really easy to watch a ton of training videos, because we are so super blessed nowadays in this company with a bajillion different training videos. But it does not matter how many training videos you watch if you're not able to then put that into action and put something into action. You might as well not be watching them at all. So watch one training video and then take action on it, and you will be more successful than if you watch 100 training videos and don't do any action. So definitely be a student of this business and be continuously trying new things, but be intentional with your time and the time that you know you have available. Because if you're watching a ton of training and you're not able to then have enough time left over to put that into action, then you're watching all of that training for nothing. So definitely be intentional of the types of training videos that you are consuming, and not just consuming training videos and putting mishap things into action that aren't at all thought out. I mean, there's something to be said about putting things out that are imperfect, because putting something out there that's imperfect and then making revisions to make them perfect is great. But if you're just, Katie Chaos and throwing things out there and vomiting all over your team a whole bunch of information, it's not going to be helpful. So the next thing that I want to talk about is systems. So you guys know that within Team Confidentials, we have systems. We have simple systems that are in place that could run in my absence. And the reason that that I needed to develop simple systems that can run in my absence is because I have a full-time job and I am not able to be connected to my phone 24/7. So I need these systems to run without me. So we have a very clear onboarding system that I keep on simplifying. It is always a work in progress. We have a simple system for prospecting and recruiting, and we have a simple system for our weekly team calls and team check-ins that I know that any single one of my leaders could pick up at any point in time. And we have a simple system to get to our core rank in this business, which is pink status. So we have a very simple system within our team for all of these different things. And that's so super important because this business needs to run even if I'm not available to answer all the questions and be there 100% all of the time. And the last thing that I want to talk about is culture. Culture is extremely, extremely important, and it can make or break your business. And not just culture within your team, but culture within your life and your life relationships as well. So creating a culture surrounding you, okay, that is just positivity and no negativity. That is just uplifting, validating, empowering one another, and truly that we can lean on each other and link arms and be supportive of each other despite what status you are. That is my mission in my life, not just within this business. And I have a zero tolerance policy for anything that doesn't adhere to that culture and adhere to that culture of positivity and uplifting and validating and empowering. If I don't feel validated, supported, empowered within my life or within my business, it's a zero tolerance policy. I just don't have time. I don't have time for drama and politics. So if I see that is a teeny tiny baby monster in my business and in my culture, then I exit. I exit before it gets too big. And it's sometimes a really, really hard thing to do, but it's really, really important because you have to be intentional with your time. And you can spend your time uplifting, empowering, and validating and linking arms with the girls on your team and, with your family and your friends, and everybody can be supportive and empowering, or you can decide to focus that teeny tiny bit of time on negativity and drama and problems and not solutions. And I choose to be super intentional about my time and what I am putting out into our team culture. So I absolutely love creating leaders. It is one of my favorite things about this business is taking a brand new presenter in this business and mentoring them and then teaching them how to mentor. So teaching them how to mentor their team, teaching them how to be independent thinkers, teaching them how to duplicate down to their teams and how to run their complete system, their complete culture, their complete team independently from me. And that might be hard for some people. If you're someone who likes to micromanage or play mom, or, you like to take control over, your team environment, that's only going to serve you for a short period of time. Long-term success in this business, and I learned this from John C. Maxwell. Long-term success in this business is creating leaders who run independently and who are better than you. So I am constantly focused on how can I make this leader more independent? How can I encourage this leader to run independently from me? How can I encourage this leader to develop their own systems within their team based on the mentorship that I have provided to them? Because when you can create leaders who are independent from your team culture, that is when true success will happen, because you have taught them how to run their businesses without you. And guess what? you have fostered independence and encouragement and empowerment by lifting them up. So in turn, they will be more willing to help you if you are in need of someone to pop into your team page in your absence, or if there is a problem that arises on your team and you are stuck at work. Guess what? You have created leaders who can run in your absence. So who can squash that little teeny tiny negativity monster or that problem monster outside of your assistance. And that is my main goal with Younique, because I want financial freedom, and I want all of you girls to have financial freedom as well. So in order to do that, you need to not only, be an independent, creative, empowered leader yourself, but also duplicate that down to anyone who is willing and able to be a leader on your team as well, so that they can run independently from you. So I hope that helped you guys and made sense and was clear to you. I'm going to go back and look at some of the comments here because I was staying laser focused, so I didn't have squirrel brain, because I get that from time to time. Yeah, smashing those little teeny tiny negativity dragons before they become big adult negativity dragons. You have to create a culture within your team and have a zero tolerance policy. So you girls know, I tell you all this every day, but we are a team that breathes uplift, empower, and validate. And if it's not positive, I will squash it. I will squash it, because success does not breed from negativity. Success does not breed from negativity. So you need to make sure that your team and your leaders are always breathing that air of positivity and rainbows. And this business isn't always rainbows, okay? And we don't expect it to be, but we always expect to find the gold at the end of the rainbow, okay? We always expect to find the goodness in every single thing and the solutions. Yes, Latoya, send me a message. I will definitely check that. Okay, yes. Can't wait to build a strong team and then help them build their businesses. That is exactly what this business is all about, is empowering your leaders to be independent, free thinkers who have their own team cultures, but who also fit within your team culture as well. So I hope that this helped you guys. I will talk to you later. If you guys have questions, put it in our team chat, and I will check my messages, Latoya. All right, love you guys. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Kisses, 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 kisses. Bye.